I just feel like there's no way in hell you can live. You just need to. I don't. There's so much to talk about. I just feel like I should start from my experience going into it in the first place. I had no clue what to expect. I watched so many videos, not even so many, maybe like 5, like ASAP Science or whatever that's called, that my friend likes, and I watched just like how-to videos, because I wasn't sure what the dosage was, and I didn't want to take too much. I didn't want it, whatever it was gonna feel like, I didn't want too much of it. I'm getting too excited. I need to speak more in a relaxing tone. So I was worried that possibly the dosage that I had bought could be too high. I didn't know what the dosage was, though. I asked my dealer like the day after. I asked her like a day after I bought it, and she wasn't replying. She texted a minute. I still don't think she replied, but it don't matter now. I mean, I hate it, so. But yeah, and I wanted to know, like, what the fuck do I do once it's in my mouth? Like, you know, like just things that, like in movies, they just put it on their tongue, and I'm like, what does this shit dissolve? What happens? But it doesn't dissolve. You eventually have to swallow it because it's paper, and basically it's whatever the fuck is on the paper being absorbed into your mouth, into your bloodstream, or some shit like that. And some people swallow it, some people put it under their tongue and just let it sit there, and then they swallow it. I heard that you're not supposed to swallow it immediately, but some people are like, you definitely can, doesn't fucking matter. I just kept it under my tongue. But apparently if there's a lot of like fake LSD or whatnot, so if you swallow fake LSD, then it can't harm you or something. I don't know if that's true, but I read it somewhere, you know, because it's not it going under your tongue, it's dissolving into your, I think I read that right, dissolving into like your mouth, into your bloodstream, kind of like immediately, rather than being digested and then working that way. So I think it works quicker being under your tongue. And so if it's fake and it's dissolving and it's not real LSD and it's some chemical bullshit, then that can harm you because that's going into your bloodstream instead of what you think it is. But anyway, so I was just trying to gain as much knowledge as I could because I was nervous, and I didn't want to take it nervous because I was seeing videos saying that, you know, just if you're nervous, take less and try and go into it being really happy. And I can totally see why someone would say that, because I did completely feel like it's so, what's the word, influenced by whatever is going on in your life and whatever you believe. Like my experience, I know for a fact no one on acid has ever felt my experience, because they don't think the same that I do. Like it was definitely very much, my trip was influenced by everything that I know to be true and that I believe, and I just think of life in general. There were so many different moments. I mean, I was waiting. I took half a jab at first, and then 2 hours later, I didn't feel shit. So I took the other half, and I was still waiting. Like I took it at 6. I didn't feel anything till like 10 maybe. The trip lasts from like, I read like 6 up to 12 hours, and I'm like laying upside down on my bed with my feet up against the wall, and I'm listening to music with my roommate who is high. She just smoked weed, and all of a sudden, y'all, all of a sudden the fucking ceiling, my ceiling has the imprint of like the snowflake imprints on it. If you have that kind of ceiling, you know exactly what I mean. But it was dancing, it was moving, like silly. I don't know what effect it had, cause I didn't feel like weed high. Like, it didn't feel like high. I don't think you're getting high. I don't understand. I don't know. I obviously need to watch more videos or read more, but it just felt. I came to the conclusion, cause all night all I was saying was, I'm seeing so many different perspectives. Like, I literally feel so many different perspectives of everything, of life, of my placement in my room, on this earth. Like, it was just perspectives in every sense of the word. Like it just affected me perspective wise, of like my place on the ground or whatever. Like, when I looked and when I was in my room, nothing in my room looked different. Like, I'm trying to explain it. Because I'm assuming that if you're watching this, maybe you have, or maybe most likely you haven't taken part in LSD, but it was like everything I was seeing was real. It was there, but it was through a different perspective. Like, for example, I'm walking up the street to my sheets, and I was gonna put gloves on and play with gloves, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that anymore. But maybe. It's so random. It's like, what? But I don't know. Maybe it goes with the topic of tripping. But anyway, I was walking to the sheets up the street, and everything was the same, but it just felt different. Like, I was experiencing the same street in a different way. Like, I felt like, and I kept I would always turn around, like, where am I again? Like, oh right, that's this, but it looks so different. Like, but it looks the same. It just looked and felt different. And I remember, like, I just had on my hoodie with my friend who's also black, right? And we got on these, like, like this dark hoodie with our hoodies up, and we live in a predominantly white town. We go to a predominantly white school, and I was like, oh shit, girl, like, are we the thugs of Winchester? Like, but you had to be there, and you had to, like, kind of, because there's all these white people around us, and it's late too. It's super late. It's like midnight. But anyway, there's all these white people around, right? And you think they're paying attention to you, but they're doing their own thing. They're pumping gas, like, but you're just slightly kind of paranoid, or I was, because it was my first time. Like, I didn't know what to expect. But anyway, and you're just, perspective wise, I was thinking of how I looked to other people. I got my hands in my pockets, like, just walking off like I don't give a fuck. And I was like, I bet I just look like the thug of Winchester. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just sounds bad. A lot of this is gonna sound really bad. Is that this? It's like a ring sound. But a lot of it was, throughout my entire trip, I felt very optimistic. Like, none of what I'm about to say that is going to sound so bad. And everyone's gonna be like, what? But none of it was a bad experience. I think it's outside. It was like the best part of horrible. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, I'll just have to get into it. So, another perspective thing for me was, my friend took me to this, like, she calls it her sanctuary, and it's just somewhere she loves nature, and she just took me where she goes, like, when she just wants to fucking get away and chill out. I was seeing the world as a slave. Like, everything in front of me looked like I was on a plantation, like that was my life. Like, it looked, and it wasn't sad. Like, I mean, I wasn't thinking of it in that way, you know what I mean? I was very optimistic during the trip, so in my eyes I was like, and later on when I was kind of analyzing what I saw, and I was explaining to my friend, like, girl, like, do you see this? And she was like, oh my god, yeah. I was explaining to her, like, it looks like a plantation in the trees, like everything, and it was all there. It just, I was seeing it in a different perspective, and it genuinely looked like, I don't understand how much I can stress how much I felt like that was like what I was seeing. But I could see, I knew what it was in reality. Like, I saw what was actually there. It just felt different. It just felt different. I don't know. It's just so hard to explain. But she was just high, and she was like, yeah, I get it. And I was explaining, like, the details of what I was seeing. And she was like, no, stop, you know, because, like, that's, she was thinking of it in a more negative way, as, like, anyone would. And then I realized, like, why am I, you know, like, why, I'm just fucking smiling, like, detailing all of this. And when I was analyzing it later, again, I wasn't thinking of it in the way that it actually was. I feel like I was thinking of it like as if I literally was seeing this as a slave, and this was one of the fucking good moments. You know, like, imagine that being your life. Like, this is everyday life. I'm doing nothing with these gloves. This is your everyday life. Like, your entire lifetime is being a slave. You have to have at least one good moment, right? Or one good day. You know, like, is that crazy to, like, think that for 1 second they did something for themselves, that, or like, they were able to do something for themselves that made them happy, you know, like, they had good moments. I just felt like I was living one of those good moments. Like, it felt fine, because that's not life anymore. I don't know, like, that took like 5 minutes to explain, but I really didn't want people to think that I was insensitive, or, you know, like, I saw it through a different perspective. It was just so many different perspectives, and I didn't even get to this part, y'all. I turned around, I felt like I was in Paris, because there was 2 different views. One view was where the museum was, and all the things that were in the yard, because the museum is just a house, and all the things that were in the yard. And then when I turned around, there was like a big lake on my campus, and the sunset was so beautiful, and there was like a skyline, and it was like my Paris. Like, it was just so beautiful to me. And I just kept saying, like, this view is my Paris on acid. And I was like, I wonder what people in Paris, like, because it was so beautiful to me. That was my standard of beauty. And I remember wondering, like, what is Paris? Like, people from France, what are French people's, like, what is their acid trip? What is their standard of beauty? Like, what do they see when they see something beautiful in Paris? Is it just like a beautiful view? Is there a place more beautiful than Paris that they know of, that, you know, that they compare that to? Like, I just kept wondering about different perspectives the whole night at the sanctuary place I was talking about earlier that my friend took me to. You could see the sky so beautifully, and there were clouds. I'm pretty sure there were clouds, or my mind just made it. No, there were definitely clouds. And I've never seen anything so beautiful in my life. When I tell you, like, it was mesmerizing. Like, I don't know, I wonder if it altered you're drunk and you're cold, you don't really feel how cold you are. That's why it's so dangerous to be kind of like outside when you're drunk, because you know people die from like hypothermia or whatever. But anyway, like I wondered, because my friend was getting cold and I wasn't. Like I was just standing there, literally standing still, looking at the sky, and we were out there for at least it felt like an hour. It could have been shorter, but she was getting cold, and I was like, hey, okay, let's go. But then I would turn around, and for 50 more minutes, we would, because it was so mesmerizing. Like I could literally have stayed out there all night. I got back inside, I felt myself, and I was so cold. I was like, I don't feel cold. But anyway, so that might be a thing, which is probably dangerous. But anything that you believe religiously or spiritually, I feel like seeing the view that I saw, whatever you believe in, it's like you just get more in touch with that. Like it was just incredible. There's just, I don't know how to explain that. That's just something you kind of have to see for yourself. There's no way I can explain how beautiful that was. It was, I could not stop looking at it. Oh my god, I could look at this guy forever. But anyway, a lot of it was being outside. That was what made the trip insane. Being outside, bro. Like, definitely go outside if you haven't on an acid trip, which it was recommended for me to go outside. I don't think I was thinking of going outside before then, but definitely go outside. But yeah, I just feel like it's really hard. Explaining an acid trip is like, it's difficult. It's really, it's so difficult. Just do it. You know, it's not addictive. I didn't feel high. I kept seeing the world in different perspectives. That's literally what acid was for me. Perspectives. I can't say that word enough. Like it was just that. You know. But anyway, I just don't feel like there's any reason for people not to. It was just 10 out of 10 would recommend, dude. Like, goodness. Oh, I can't wait to do it again. And not knowing what to expect was really killing me. Like, I kept trying to see stuff. Like, I was going into it like, oh, what if I think about this? Like, will I see it, you know? Like, I didn't know how to go about it. Like, will I just see it? Like, do I have to think? Like, but yeah, going outside was definitely helpful. But girl, when I saw the ceiling moving, oh boy, yeah, I was over with. But I'm sure there's something like this was like 10 hours. I was up the entire time I was tripping. I watched a movie that was really cool. I listened to music. Janae, you can't be on acid and not listen to her album Trip, or even the new one. I think it's like Chilambo, or I don't know how to pronounce it, or I don't even remember how it was spelled, but it was something like that. Listen to both those albums. Listen to Solange's album again. I love artists who make music for fucking, what's it called? Hallucinogens. Like, just, it just felt, music is just, oh my god, okay, I'm done. At this point, I'm just saying random shit. I didn't make any sounds the entire video, so I guess this is probably going to be considered a story time, if you can consider it that. Is it a ramble? I mean, it was on topic. I don't know. I'm trying to, when I tell you this is 10 hours long, and I'm trying to remember everything that I did. But yeah, definitely listen to those albums. Those are standard, like, especially if you're having a bad trip. There's nothing like Janae's voice. Like, she will have you right. Like, just listen to her, okay? You'll be straight. If you're nervous, just listen to her. You'll feel fine. It was very controllable. People were like, think happy thoughts. Like, don't think anything bad, because you might see, like, really bad shit, you know? But it was very controllable for me. like if I saw something weird or scary, I just stopped thinking about it and I thought, or I looked away, because everywhere I looked it was something different. Like I would just look another way and it would be something else and think something happy. Like don't freak out, because you know that it's not real. Like you know that shit's fake, so just, or not fake, but you know it's an illusion. Like you're fucking hallucinating. Or are you? But anyway, it was easy for me to not, but I mean at that, I don't know how much, you know, what the dosage was. So mine could have been really light, yours could be really high, and you know, I wish I knew, but she never got back to me. So I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Yeah, sorry there's not more sounds, but thank you for watching, and I'm probably just gonna make another video with sounds so that you can have them, and I can have an actual ASMR video on my channel.